Cronometer has had a bit of a facelift in the last 2 years, so I wanted to do a complete new beginner guide to using Cronometer and tracking your macros. So that's exactly what we're gonna go over today. I have 15 steps for you guys. We're gonna start from like the beginning, like downloading the app. I'll make sure to categorize the video so you know what you're looking for. So if you need more help in terms of tracking, it's gonna be later in the video. If you just need like beginner basics, I would start from here. But let's get into it. I'm gonna be doing this on Brett's iPad, but I'll have screen recording somewhere showing you this. But you're gonna open up the App Store and type in Cronometer, Cronometer, and then calorie counter. Search that up. It should be the orange icon with an apple with an arrow in the middle. Download it. It's gonna be free. Up to you if you wanna allow notifications. It might remind you to track that day. So if you need the extra reminder, honestly, I would allow notifications. I don't do that for most apps, but for this one, it might be worth it. Step 2 is we're gonna create an account. So you're gonna press sign up on the bottom and you're gonna fill out your profile. So we have your gender, your birthday, your height, and your weight. Press next. Set activity level. For this one, honestly, just kind of like skip through these because I'm gonna set all of this for you. So you can just press skip. You can press skip for goal weight as well, and you can set skip for goal rate, skip for goal overview, and account details. You're gonna fill this out, so take your time with this one. For the terms of service and privacy, I always uncheck I agree to receive newsletters and promotional emails. And then I also uncheck I agree to receive personalized in-app ads, and then press continue. It's gonna ask you if you wanna do an annual or monthly subscription. I would just X out of that because you don't need to buy anything. Then we're gonna go to more, so the 3 dots for more, and you're gonna go to targets. Under targets, you're gonna go to macro and energy targets. You're gonna show advanced settings here, and you are gonna scroll down to the bottom and it says track carbohydrates as net carbs. You're gonna press total carbs instead. This is gonna make sure that it's not subtracting the fiber that you're eating from your total amount, because if it does that, it's basically saying that fiber is like fake calories because you poop it out, but it's not true. We want to track our fiber, so press total carbs. Then we're gonna go back to targets and press energy expenditure. Under basal metabolic rate, I want you to press default and do custom, and I want you to change that number to the macros that I set for you in app. So let's pretend they're 1800. And then basal activity level, I want you to press custom and you're just gonna set it to 0. Now we're gonna add the macros that I set for you. So you're gonna go back to more and then targets, macro and energy targets. I like to go to fixed, so not ratio, fixed, and you're gonna put in your grams. So remember our energy target is 1800, so you're gonna put whatever your macros are for that amount. Now you have your protein, carbs, and fats in grams in your app. So we're gonna go back to our homepage. Now we have to understand our diary layout. So click on diary. At the top you have consumed, so you consumed 0 calories for the day. Expenditure, we set that to 1800, and then remaining is 1800. If we swipe one time to the right, you'll see your targets. So this is where you're gonna see your macros, your protein, carbs, and fats. So I actually like to keep it on this second page instead of the first page the whole entire time because it shows me calories, protein, carbs, and fats. And then if you swipe one more time to the right, you're gonna see fiber. That's the only one that I want you to look at in that third slide. It'll come up as a percentage, but if you click on it, it'll show you the grams. So 25 to 35 grams of fiber is the average amount that a woman needs per day. Looking at the second slide and the third slide. When it comes to water intake, I'm gonna be honest, I don't track it in Cronometer. The way that I like to track it is I know that my water bottle, I need to drink 5 per day to hit my goal. I just keep track of it like in my head, honestly, but if you need to keep track of it for now, you can definitely do it in Cronometer. It's totally up to you. I also have a little alarm on my phone that goes off at 9, 12, 3, and 8. That reminds me to chug water or else I'll forget. In order to start logging your food, you're gonna see at the bottom of your diary, uncategorized breakfast, lunch, dinner, snacks. We start off with breakfast and we want to add a food. You can either click the plus button next to breakfast or you can hit the plus button at the bottom. And we're gonna add food. And the only things that I really use in this pop-up is either add food or scan barcode. So if you have the barcode of something that you're eating, you can scan it or you can press add food. So if I type in Trader Joe's, this pumpkin walked into the bar, those yummy granola bar snacks, I'm gonna click on it and add to diary. So that's a package thing. Those things are really easy to track. If I wanted to track something that's not packaged, like a chicken breast, I would type in grilled chicken breast. It doesn't matter if it's raw or cooked, you just need to make sure that you type in raw or cooked. I'm gonna go with this one, chicken breast grilled, and make sure that it is in grams. It might take you a second to find what the grams is. And if it's something that you eat often, I would press the 3 buttons at the top and add it to your favorite. So next time you can go in the favorites category and search it up real quick. In grams, let's say I weigh it out, 100 grams, perfect, 107 calories, 25 grams of protein, add to diary. This whole process is going to take a while to understand and get a grip of. It is tedious and annoying, and we know that, but it is so informative and helpful on your fitness journey. So give it 2 weeks of giving it your all. I would take 5 to 10 minutes at night when you're usually scrolling on TikTok or YouTube, turn the apps off and go into your Cronometer and plan out roughly where you're gonna eat the next day. That way you have a plan going into it. It is really hard for me to hit my macros if I'm going about my day eating and then I log what I ate at night. Like, okay, this is what I had today. That's like going in completely blind. How am I gonna know I'm hitting my numbers if I'm eating and then tracking afterwards? So you wanna track and then eat. Next tip is you're definitely gonna wanna weigh your food when possible in grams. It's just the most accurate. So getting a food scale from Marshall's, TJ Maxx, Walmart, Amazon is gonna be really helpful. And then you also don't need to use like cups or spoons to measure things. Don't forget to measure creamers, olive oil, dressings, little things like that, and toppings. Especially in this next 2 weeks of tedious tracking, I need you to be super precise because it helps me manage what you are eating and know what direction I need to go in with your calories and macros. Every day when you're logging things into your app, just think like, this is helping my coach. This is helping my coach coach me. I need to do this for the coach that I'm paying to get my money's worth in the coaching experience. Next tip is just double checking for accuracy in your logs because sometimes there could be human error. Like if someone put in jasmine rice, but they accidentally like added a 0 to the carb content, that is a big difference in your macros. So just double check it. And again, when you find things that are right, that you eat often, add it to your favorites to make your life easier. Remember, we do not add calories back from what you burned on your Apple Watch. If you'd like to know how to track a whole recipe, then I have a YouTube video specifically on that. I can send that over to you if you'd like. But that is basically the beginner guide to using Cronometer. What's gonna make your life a lot easier in the next 2 weeks of just getting down this new skill is eating really simple meals. I know that's kind of annoying, but having meals that are just like protein, carb, and fat focused, like rice, chicken, broccoli, avocado, yummy low-calorie dressing on top. It's just gonna make your life easier when it comes to tracking instead of like tracking this bolognese that it has like a million ingredients combined and it's all mixed together. Again, it's just to make your life easier. It doesn't mean that you can never have these foods. It's kind of like when you're trying to learn math, like you learn addition before you learn multiplication, right? So it's just a little bit of a sacrifice the next few weeks on the meals that you're eating in order to gain this skill. All right, I hope it was helpful. Let me know if you have any questions and have a good one.